right, where, which one is power? Which one is that over here? See if you can see me. Go there. Go there. Can you see me? Can you see me? Right here. Right here. Make it big. Make it big. Hold on. Yeah. That's right here. What's in the middle? This camera? Camera? I got the nose. Hey, this is Antoine Rivers live from the Conviction Fiction Podcast. We're at the Power Conference for Second Chances in partnership with Georgia State, the Pod Society, Pod Movement. We are here if you're listening, streaming live on YouTube or from your favorite streaming device. Be sure to check in. Check us out. We're going to be here all day. Got a couple cameras and the crowd is definitely filling up. I'll be back in a second. Yes. Oh, what's up? Hey. I might have missed. I left baseball to come here. All right, Kate. So we'll get these right here. They movable. You can't move them around and shit. Grab one. You're just gonna go around. Right. We're gonna use that as a mobile camera. Which one is the charges? Which one got the most on it? Grab that one. Yeah. We need chairs outside. We need chairs. You got it? Oh. Yeah. Mute that. Want to mute? Mute. Toggle mute. Toggle on. Yeah, well, what do we need it? It's at 96. I'm coming. Oh. Yeah, you want to do the interview stuff? Yeah. Capri. Okay. All right, come on. Let's walk. Hey, this boy right here, Antoine. We are looking for people to talk to. Let's pull up. Hey, on the top. Not right here. Not right here. All right, hey, I know you want to talk real quick. You want to talk with me real quick? About this conference. Me first. Hey, this is Antoine Rivers back from live from the Conviction Fiction Podcast. We're downtown, city of Atlanta, City Hall, right? We're here at the Power Conference. I have someone with us today. Come on up here. Come on. You want to introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Tracy, and I'll be here today as part of the simulation at the bank and the supercenter, which is the grocery.
Oh, awesome. So what we have today, we got some, thank you so much. We have simulations. We're going to do simulations of what it's like to be getting out, right? And the reentry. I need to see that camera. There we go. Because I'm looking at you. But now, we're going to go around to some other tables. Hey, good to see you, bro. We're gonna go around to some other tables, going around. All right. So over here, it looks like we have the church. This is the church, and we have my brother Lee Robbins here. Here's the mic, bro. How's it going, bro?
Oh man, it get any better? I'm canceling my life insurance, brother. Yes.
Cancel the life insurance. All right, so we're here. You have you're going to be the NA, I guess, in the
Yes.
simulation. Tell us about it.
Well, you know what? The church is present right now, and we're going to take in some folk, and dealing with whether it be food or anything they need. We're going to provide that food for them, right? This in this simulation, we're going to be here to help them with even they got, I think it's jobs too, believe it or not, but I know jobs are right down there too. So we're going to help them with all. We're going to help them with life coaching too as well when they come here. Hopefully they got all the stuff they need so they can get it, man. I'm excited about being here. Thank you. All right.
Got to do everything. All right, we back. You can see me now, right? All right, you can see me now. We are live from the Conviction Fiction podcast right now. It's live at City Hall, City of Atlanta. We got my boy Terrence Berry up here. Hey, Dr. Berry. How's it going, bro?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I can't complain, man.
Awesome. So we here downtown, City of Atlanta, man. I see you up on the screen. You up on the screen now, doing your thing.
Absolutely.
But we're here at City of Atlanta with a simulation with the Power Conference, bro. We are here to show what it looks like in real time when people are getting out of prison and going through reentry. All right. I know you are active in the reentry community out here. What part are you doing today?
So I'll be doing the hosting. I'll be presenting what we'll be doing with the Power Conference, what it entails, why it's important to the community. So, yeah.
All right, awesome. That go right. That right here.
Yeah, you right here. Hold on, you right.
All right, appreciate it, bro. All right. Thanks. Yo. Hey, can you see it? It's on live. Can you see it? I ain't tapping it now. Okay, yeah, I got the thing. I don't know if you. I'm trying to change my phone around. I'm gonna try to change it around on the phone. So what I did was, how you change this thing around? It's an iPhone. How me the top? Oh no, you see it right there. You see I got the little thing video. But yeah, man, we out here. Okay. There you go.
There's no chairs.
You gotta get chair. That's one right. Oh, that's good.
I was like, sitting down and said,
Oh, that's what they say. Chris who? Yeah. He over there. Do he know you? Oh. Yo. Hey, ready? Hold on. I just turned all the way down. All right. So, whoa. Hey, we back. We back, man. We live, man. We're gonna do the simulation thing. We got so many tables. Like, got Heaven Sanders here, Second Chance Transitional Safe House. We got people from the Power Conference just doing their thing. This is one of the tables. This is social services. It fell down. It fell down. That's how they work anyway. Like, see what happened. I was just doing a little maintenance. All right, so that's the social services table. All right, then over here we got. It looks like the Medicare where you get your. I don't know what table is this?
This is the discount medical.
Discount medical, like Obamacare, almost something like that. Okay, so getting health care, that's very important. How you doing, bro? All right, here we got this. This is where the career center and I guess you give out jobs. Either career center. This way you can come get. We're going to simulate what it's like to get a job after getting home. Counseling right here. This is the life unit. Chris, my wife is here, and fam. Come on, man. Antoine, nice to meet you. Boom. All right, so y'all got counseling and treatment. What are y'all gonna focus on?
Trauma, like when they come and stuff like this to the table, our job is to we have cards and stuff, so they gotta pick a card. And if they come to the counseling, the instructor of their treatment session is about to leave, we still have to do certain things that require like counseling and treatment when you come here. Simulation.
Mental health is a big thing. Mental health is a big thing, right?
Big thing, man. And this brother right here, he's helping me in this simulation. I'm actually a certified peer specialist in mental health for the state of Georgia through the Department of Behavioral. So I'm excited to be here because we're going to be walking people through the reentry experience, even though it's here and not in the streets like we had to face it, but we're going to give them a taste of the journey, right?
Real life, real world problems right here, man. So come on, we're going to go to some of the other tables. We have this. We've been to the church. What we got on the other side here? Come on. All right, so we got more tables. Got the rent. This is the transportation. I guess you pay your rent here. Yeah, go ahead, my phone. I got a microphone. I do have a microphone, but it's not like it's got no speaker. My thing going straight to the live on the live stream. But external mic, I think you need. Yeah. All right. So then we got the ID station where you gotta have your ID if you get out, right? You need your ID. You're not going to get any employment. You're not going to get any benefits if you don't have your ID. They're going to walk you through how to get an ID. So we're excited about. Yeah. So,
but if you don't have it, out of gas. You're out of gas.
Out of gas if you don't have your ID, right? Probably can't even get gas. This is the Super Center grocery store at the bank. We've been here. We stopped at this one. We got some more over here. We got rental and food assistance. Okay, so this is probably where you get food stamps. Can we get some food stamps?
If you got 3 forms of identification, I got you.
Okay, so 3 forms of identification. You got to have that if you want to get your ID. All right, so we got what we got here. We got this is a chance. Don't go to that table. That's a chance table. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen. This is the life. This is where life is gonna happen right here. You're gonna just roll of the dice. Something bad gonna happen right here. Chance. You never know. All right. So over here we got the pawn shop where you can get quick loans. Probably at what are y'all rates for like taking a loan out?
Actually, it all depends.
Oh, so you gotta have a job. So you probably need to go get a job first before you come up with these folks. So coming up we got second chance opportunity. Yes.
Second chance opportunity, brother. Yes,
second chance opportunity.
It's cool to play on words.
Yeah. That's what's up. So it's a membership program. Are you guys based here in Atlanta? Tell us about second chance opportunity.
So I've been working in law for almost 10 years. You know, one thing that kind of hit my heart was that, you know, individuals who do go to jail, they don't have the resources when they come out of jail to not go back down that path. So, you know, we created a second chance opportunity to say, hey, we come out of jail, counseling, therapy, job placement, give you the resources and the tools that you need to be successful on that next phase of your life.
Awesome. So second chance opportunity. You got on the socials, web,
Social media, Instagram. You can find us website, Second Chance Opportunity on Instagram. Our website is secondmentorship.org. So we are there.
They are there, man. Then they got chess in there, so probably can get a good
Just a
game
game
or
of life,
two.
you understand?
Get a game or two in there.
You know,
man.
we play it every day, baby. You
All right,
know?
great. Good to meet you, bro.
Oh,
We'll
yes, sir,
see
you
him.
too.
Check it out. All right. Moving up, we have, I guess, I don't know what table. This is the probation office. Ooh, now this is a scary place. It can be a scary place. If you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, you might be okay. But and then again, you can be doing everything right, and if someone's not having a good day, it could be bad for you. So we got the executive Steve, the executive homeboy. He's over there doing that. I can't wait for that simulation to take place. Let's go back and get ready because I think they're getting started. Antoine Rivers, Conviction Fix Podcast, signing off. That'd be great.
world that you have to eat. You have to pay rent. So if you're not paying rent, you will be evicted. Um, and if you violate probation, so I want everybody to get acquainted with themselves, their new identities, and in about a minute or so here, we're going to start the time and get going. So one of the things we host this simulation across the country is because communities that face barriers, a lot of the times the individuals who have little to no proximity to incarceration are in positions of power, age, are in positions of influence. So we try to host this simulation. We know that it's a game for a lot of the individuals in the chairs right now, but for nearly 650,000 individuals a year, this is real life. There's real consequences to being caught in a car with someone who has a felony. There's real consequences to dropping dirty. There's real consequences to technical violations, things that make you go to jail for what oh, because we're part of the system, things were so that's the and there's also a plethora of other reasons to also get communities to see why, whether it's transportation, whether it's barriers to education or employment, a lot of these barriers that individuals face are also deeply embedded in communities. So the more that we get individuals, our communities to be part of the board to go to giving individuals the opportunity who want to take a step, who want to take a step towards a second chance and create an opportunity. And so this is the reason why we host this situation across the country. We want individuals to really feel like we're individuals who are returning from permanent incarceration. And with that being said, we're going to start the timer. So the first, so there's going to be this simulates 1 month in the shoes of a returning citizen. So there's going to be 4 weeks, each week 15 minutes. So you have 15 minutes to go through the city and get all your marks and things. We don't want to get infections on your lifeguard. Because if you get infections, you're going to jail. So you don't want to get that. So you got 15 minutes to go through city services. Sometimes there's a snow blizzard and city services close down a little early. Sometimes the bus system has been, or some hacker new hack the bus system and can't get around anymore. These things happen. You got to be very prepared and be very diligent in the decisions that you make with your life. If you have to go see your probation officer, get there first. If you have to pay rent the first week, pay your rent. Just make sure you know what you're supposed to do. Simulation. With that, say you guys got 30 seconds to start moving around.
Yeah, yeah, that's the one that's cool.
Before we start, I want to give you one more brief introductory information. City services is open.
My bad, I'm not there for station.
Yeah. Cool. All right, who's gonna tell? You following somebody? You gotta follow somebody. Cool.
City services is open. City services is open for business.
I'm finna go through the simulation. You about to tell somebody. Volume down. All right, come on. Who we following? Let's go right here. Who's this? Is he going through it? Let's see. All right, come on. You going through it? You about to do it? Are you part of the thing? Okay, cool. All right, come here. We'll follow Brianna. Here, one sec. Come here. Look, like.
Yep, she got all identity. How much you'd like to do this?
How you doing, man?
Oh, $5.
This is discount medical. Okay.
That's for $5 class.
No, over there. This is discount medical right here. We need a transportation ticket. Yeah.
All right, we following her. She was able to get her ID. She's going to the church now. She's going to the church.
Well, you got your transportation card first. You coming to church? I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, okay. So you got your let me have your transportation card then. Yeah.
I don't think I
Them
have
one of
that.
those. Yeah, I gotta get that.
Which one? This?
This is a ticket. Let me see. You got I think it's gonna be one of these.
Okay,
Right? All right. Now, do you have your ID?
I do.
You got ID? All right, great. All right. Now, do you also have a job?
I do have a job, but yes, I have a full-time job.
You have a full-time job.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I can't.
Well, okay, so if you have a full-time job, let me see. Here you go. I want you to make sure you hold on to that. You got your ID, you got a full-time job. So what you can do, you just having some trouble with food, you need to get some food. Now your job can't pay for it right now?
Yes. I think it might be a part of my probation as well. I think it might be a part of my probation as well that I need to attend every week.
You attend every week to church?
Yes.
Well, you're certainly welcome here. It's just that, the food is for people who don't have jobs and things. But I tell you what I would do for you is that since you got a job and you're going to be coming to church, I'm going to help you out a little bit there, okay? I'm going to help you out just because you're coming to church. Normally, we can't help you.
Okay.
All right? So let me see your card there. Let me see your activity card. So you have, this is week 1. I'm going to give you a check. Right? You have to come to the food thing, right? So you got to pay $25 though. That's the problem. You got since you got a job, you got to pay something though. You get it at a discount rate.
Well, I'm not here for food. I'm just here to attend the AANA.
Oh, you here for the AA?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me see what you choose between AA. Oh, you're not here for the food, so you're telling AA. Okay, you made it then. You made it. Let me take that off right there. Thank you.
All right, we're moving. Let's go find somebody. All right, we gotta find somebody. You walking through? Okay. All right, great. Yes, sir.
Halfway through the week.
All right.
We're about halfway through the week.
All right.
Make sure you pay rent. Make
We're
sure
walking
you
through.
have your ID. Make sure you show up to work if you have to work this week.
You working through it, sir? You doing good? Here you go. Where you got to go now? You just came from which one? Oh, okay, cool. So you over the rent? You trying to get your rent done?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You want to put this on? We're gonna record this real quick. You gotta talk to my man. I think you're trying to get some help.
James Harrison.
James?
Yeah.
Okay, what would you like, sir?
Huh?
What would you like? What do you need? Transportation?
Yes.
Do you have a transportation ticket?
Nope. Nope. Do I have one? Nope. I need rent. What about rent? What is these for?
Your name is you're not up for rent this week.
Okay.
You're up for what's your name again?
James Harrison.
Nope, I don't have you for rent for this week. But do you have all three of your IDs?
Yeah, I have ID, Social Security card, birth certificate.
Okay, so you got half the battle going. You need, now that you have all your IDs, you need a transport ticket, and then I can give you transport. You can go over to the other side at the rehab center. They can help you out.
All right.
Thanks. Thank you.
No problem.
We're moving on, going over to somewhere else. Let's see. We can go back here. Oh, there goes Brianna. How's it going for you?
I'm trying to make money so I can afford my living every week.
Okay. Good luck. All right. All right. So let's go over here. It's fine. We got to find somebody that's going through the simulation. Let's see. You going through the simulation right now? No, you just out. Okay. All right, come on. All right. Nobody showed up at probation yet? Ain't nobody came to probation yet? They already got turned away.
We got no kicking for these folks right now.
You said what?
Man, my leg broke. I ain't got no kicking for these folks. I'm trying to send somebody to jail, boy.
You trying to send them to jail
Boy, my
today?
leg
I
broke.
can't wait. We're gonna be over here for the next probation one.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna mic them up.
You lucky you ain't on probation because I was busy when you walked up on me with this camera and all in my face and stuff.
Yeah, I already see. He got a bad attitude.
I got a bad. Oh, you, boy, you lucky you a civilian. You ain't on no probation. I ain't got jurisdiction over you.
All right. I'll be back, guys. All right, that's good. We got to go back. We got to go back to probation. Somebody gonna have a bad day. Somebody gonna have a bad day. Yeah. All right, come on. We got to find somebody. We're moving. All right, bro. Where you at in the simulation? What you got going on?
Man, so I was trying to get my ID because I got my Social Security card, but I don't have my state ID and my birth certificate.
So where you got to go?
They said I had to have my ID to get my ID.
You got to have your ID to get your ID.
Yeah.
So where do you go?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
We're gonna follow you. Let me pull this up. Maybe go to probation. You got to talk to your probation officer? Let's go talk to the probation officer. All right, cool. All right. Real quick. They about to close. Probation. They about to close.
I know. Yeah. I need to get my my birth certificate and my ID so I can make some moves.
Hey, don't you see on business, bro?
That's fine. I get that.
Why are you talking to me? You ain't gave me no transportation ticket in there. Don't you see on business?
There you go.
Here I go. And you gonna stick your hand in my face? I can send you to jail right now. You know that?
Oh Lord, I don't
oh
want to
Lord.
I don't want to go to
jail. On no Lord now. You want to think about the Lord when you know what you're doing. It ain't funny.
Okay.
I hope you ain't come to see me. Y'all ain't got no straight line.
What's the step?
Get in the straight line.
Boom.
Get in a straight line. Why y'all standing there?
I don't have ID.
I can't help you no kind of way to get out my way, boy. Yo, I ain't got no key for you. You just put stuff on my table. You just come put stuff on my table. It's over with. Yeah, out of here.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, go find my man with the mic. Here we go. Here you go, bro. Yo.
Oh,
Hey, thank you. So that's part of what it looks like when you're trying to get reentry. You go into the probation officer, and probation officer way hearing it. And then the next person came to probation, and the office got closed. So everybody, we're about to get back into the regular program. Stay tuned.
You have to go. The sheriff will escort you out of here. Perfect. City services is closed. Can I have everybody in the home a couple of questions?
They closed. They closed. All right. Get back on charge. How much we got? All right. I changed up, people. I changed. Oh, somebody in the chat. What they say? I forgot.
One time if you're ready. One time if you're ready. Clap one time if you hear me. It's getting better. Clap one time if you hear me. That's a little better. Clap one time if you hear me. There we go. Every person sitting down right now, with a show of hands, if you have to pay rent this month, who all pay rent this month? With a show of hands. Only one person paid rent. Only one person paid rent this month. Okay. Who all ate? Everyone's supposed to eat. Who all ate this week? Okay. This is not good. You guys are starving. You're cold. What are you gonna do? Who has a total of 3 X marks in their car? Sir, I need you to stand up. Sarge. Where's the sergeant? All right, we need the officer, Big Dog.
Sir? I said turn it to that.
Sir?
Yeah, it's on.
All right, this is week 2. Hey, you have to eat. You have to pay rent. If you're not paying rent this month, you only get like 1 month before they get you out of the crib. So if you don't pay rent this month, get out. You gotta eat so you don't fall over the streets. One announcement.
Got one announcement. I know everybody. If I get everybody for 1 second. We do have food, but it's saved for the end. We have chips and bottled water. If you need to stack on something for now, so we want to have everybody a chance and opportunity to get at the same time. Understand, sit here and eat a little lunch. So we do have chips, we do have water for now, and then we'll serve with the food that we have in simulation. Thank you.
City services is open. City services is open.
They open. Like somebody got over there. They were like, "We closed."
They are closed. They are closed. Always that simple people.
Right. So it's not okay. I need a for that one. They stopped charging that banking fee. Do you want to switch? What's that one? What's that one got?
Let's see your probation officer. Today. Share.
Greg, grab one. Hold on. All right. Okay, they got jail. They're gonna check it. What happened? Let's ask them what happened real quick. Here you go, bro.
Okay.
So
What happened? You already in jail?
Yeah. I missed the probation, man. I'm just trying to figure things out, man.
The probation officer hopefully should be here the next 20 to 36 hours. We'll see about
20 to 36 hours.
Yeah, we'll talk to you about it later, man.
Hey.
Can you get off the gate, please? Yeah. We already got people in jail.
All right. I gotta go back over there. They back at the probation office. I don't know if you want to go there. All right. Hold on.
Stand on my table. I ain't let nobody put that on my table. What?
I like this dude right here.
I
got to stay free.
You got to stay free. Set it right there. Don't put that in my hand. I don't know where your hand be. Give me some of that 7 times. I don't know where your hand is. Give me a man, because he might got COVID.
I got $30, man.
You got $30? Nah, I need to see your verify your ID first.
I don't got no ID. They wouldn't give it to me because I ain't have a.
You don't got no ID? You don't got no birth certificate? You got none of that?
No.
All right, go get all that before you come see me then, okay? Let's start over. What's up with you? Yeah,
Yeah. I
Oh
know
man, they got my man. Yo.
I know who you is. Yeah. Huh? Hey, I'm probation. You don't know probation, is it? Oh, you on probation? You know you'll be in some trouble. Yeah. Oh yeah, these boys finna go to jail. Okay. What's up with you? Where I know you from, man? Look at him. I got one going. Ooh, I booked him, me and myself. Yes, sir. He think it's a gang still. Don't put him back in that jail. Yes, I sent that one to jail myself. What? No, I'm working for Charles White. I got no authority. Charles White ain't got no authority. You got a transportation ticket? Did they give you a transportation ticket?
Oh, no, I just have my social security card.
Okay, you gotta go get your birth certificate, social security, and your ID.
Okay, got it.
And
Okay.
come back once you get all three of your credentials.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Okay.
I didn't even know
I gotta find out where I gotta go.
All right, so let's talk about this. So you are missing what exactly?
I am missing my birth certificate and my ID. I only have my social security card.
You got lucky because they've been sending folks to jail over there.
Right. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky in a minute because I've been going all around and I ain't got it yet.
You ain't got it yet? Good luck. Come on, man. We moving. Hope y'all enjoying this live version, man, of what's going on here. All right, so. All right. So we got the professor here.
All right.
Professor, how's it going for you?
Terrible. I am going to be incarcerated very soon because I have no transportation tickets.
Okay, so what do you get transportation?
I don't know.
You have to figure that out.
I have to figure that out, and I'm not going to figure it out. So I got to now bribe somebody because that's about the only way I'm getting through.
You're going to take a bribe. Okay, all right, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so where's your next station?
I don't even, no station will even talk to me without a transportation ticket.
Where do you get those?
That's what I don't know.
All right, we're going to follow you around.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
Where are we going?
All right. So, let's start right here.
Okay.
Now, I got a microphone on now. So, all right. A transportation ticket would be really good to have, but there is nobody who seems to offer them anywhere. There's no transportation office.
They all telling you.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Thank you for your help. Yeah.
All right, so
they're very helpful over there.
The social services is helpful.
Yeah. They're fantastic.
Not all of them. Not all of them. All right, so we're going to 2 blocks. You said two blocks. And to the left. And we should find
I see a pawn shop.
A pawn shop.
I like this a lot. This is nice. Yeah.
All right, so we are looking for a transportation
We're
ticket.
looking for transportation tickets.
Transportation.
No, not here. Not here. I think that they're wrong about that. I should stop at the pawn shop and get, because I have a DVD player.
Okay.
You think I should?
Maybe get
Oh,
some.
no. She said I needed a transportation ticket.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
At the pawn
But
shop.
there's no transportation office, is there? Do you see one?
I don't know. We can ask around.
You know where the transportation office is, right? Oh, good. I need some transportation tickets.
Okay, perfect. Do you have all 3 of your IDs?
I've got a lot of IDs here. I have a state ID, I have a birth certificate, and apparently, according to the check here, I've got a social security number. So, yeah, I got the state ID, I got everything.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
Frank Smith.
We're in week 2, just so you're aware. In week 3, you're going to owe me rent next week, okay?
Okay.
Do you have a transportation ticket?
I have given them to the places that I've been so far, so I'm out of them. That's why I'm here to get one from you.
You have to get one for me to purchase some. Maybe you can go try the rehab center. They can help you out to get a transportation ticket. You have everything but that, though.
So I have to go to the where? To the rehab?
Rehab.
To get a transportation ticket?
Right.
And what am I going to give them in order to get the transportation ticket?
I don't know. It's my first day.
First day. Well,
Yeah.
how about because I'm at the transportation desk? Is there anything that I can give you that would help me to get a transportation ticket?
I would need the transportation ticket to be able to help you any further.
Oh, you need a transportation ticket, which is what I'm looking to get. So if I don't have one, I can't
Sir,
get one.
I don't make the rules. It's my first day.
Right.
All I can do is give you some advice to go check the vocal rehab
All
center.
right. Well, thank you for your help.
Stay blessed.
Yeah, I will.
No luck there.
Yeah,
no
no
luck there.
luck
So
there.
we're looking for. He said go where?
He said
rehab.
Rehab.
Rehab. We're going to rehab.
Let's go to rehab.
Rehab.
Let's go to rehab.
All right, we're trying to get the rehab on me before they close.
Oh yeah.
Before they close.
Rehab should be somewhere. I didn't even know I had a drug problem. So
rehab. I see church.
I don't see rehab anywhere. Do you?
Maybe we can ask them
There's
where
counseling. Is there rehab anywhere? Yeah, rehab. That would be you. Rehab, right? Can I get a transportation ticket here? No, I can't. So
that's
should I go back there and tell
them?
Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back. Huh?
He said
rehab. This is counseling and treatment.
Oh, okay. Where's rehab? Down the street?
Maybe down the street.
It may be down the street.
All right. Maybe down. There's
Rehab.
plasma.
Medical
discount.
Rehab.
I would love. Yeah,
we're working.
We're working. Social services. That looks like rehab, doesn't it? Which one is that? Right, no, I'm good with this. These are good. Yeah.
Oh, I like people.
Yeah. No, I got the dill pickle. Yeah. These women are very helpful.
While we do this.
It turns out I need rehab. Are you rehab too? So what happened was,
where is rehab?
Yeah, they sent me here. You got what? Vote. No, I think it's drug rehab in my case. So transportation that you sent me to, transportation told me to go to where? Told me to go somewhere.
Transportation. That was over here. They say go to
I think
rehab.
I need to buy a bicycle. I think that would
at the pawn shop. Right?
Yeah.
To get a bicycle.
Maybe I should get a bicycle at the pawn shop. But the pawn shop won't let me in without a transportation ticket.
Right. So that's our next. Because they're about to close. Everything is about to close. So just go home.
Yeah.
Think about it. Refresh.
Okay.
Recharge. And
all right.
we'll see what's
Cool.
going on.
Cool. All right.
So, Teacher Ladies Violence has donated $400,000 to burn down everybody in the city. Give it up for them. Give it up for them.
I said former mayor. I said former mayor. Yeah. I said I'm not. She called in the favor one day. She trying to make herself look good. She's running for Senate. She's running for Senate, so she's trying to make. You gotta let him out.
The city is closed.
The ALJ called.
The city is closed.
The ALJ called.
The city is closed.
Hey, they doing their own thing down here, bro. I can't tell y'all what to do, bro. They do their own thing in Atlanta now, y'all. City services is closed. City services is closed. City services is closed down. So now that we're done with week 2, there should be a lot more hands in the air, unless there's going to be a lot more bodies over there. So, who all paid rent this month? No one paid rent yet? You only got 2 weeks left. Okay. Who all had to go and see their probation officer? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you have a square on your sheet and you were supposed to see your probation officer this week. Did you see your probation officer? Did you get an X or a check? He did good. He's not going to jail. Who else is supposed to see their probation officer? Did you see your probation officer? You didn't even see him. Sheriff, stand up, please. We have a young man being escorted off for a probation violation. Yeah, they get to eat. We feed them. Anybody else had a blank that was supposed to see? Sheriff, I need you to come back. We got another one. Who else was supposed to see their probation officer this week and did not? Please stand up. Please. If you did, do you have a check on your card to see your probation officer? Let me see your card. Yeah, stand up. Let me see your card. Stand up. Stay standing. Let's see your card. Stay standing. Sheriff, I'm going to ask you guys to come with me to prison. Come with me to prison. Come to jail. Hey, Sheriff, we're going to process in 3 more. She's turning herself in. Okay, you made it. Let me see. Everybody to jail. Well, go to jail. Out there. Come on. Out there. No, bring your stuff with you. Bring all your belongings. You out this house. You're not coming back. You're going to the Georgia DLC. You going? Let me see. I ain't got nothing. Oh yeah. See you later. We'll see you. Come on. Yeah. We got a lot of people going to jail here today. How you doing today, sir? Okay, he good. Anybody else have to see their probation officer this week? Okay. Who we call you off of? The city jail always overcrowded. Okay, who did not pay rent this month and supposed to be paying rent? So everyone here has a check for their rent? Everyone paid rent? He paid rent. Okay. Everybody over here paid rent? Okay, you did not pay rent? So you now live at the homeless shelter. Back there. You paid rent? I don't believe you paid rent. You live at the homeless shelter. Did you pay rent this month? Homeless shelter. Let's see your card. Did you pay rent this month? You're in jail. You got a probation violation. You got a parole violation. Yeah, because you didn't go see your probation officer this week. On here it say you're supposed to see them on the second week. It say you're supposed to see them every week, actually. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you in violation.
We got a nice little surprise. If you're out of resources and you need resources, you can go back into the fund table and spin the wheel. If you need help, you need resources, go back into the pod table and spin the wheel. No rent due, you ain't doing split pay, it's too late to do split pay. If you need some resources, go back into the pod table and spin the wheel.
City services is now open.
It's back open.
Is now open. If you live at the halfway, if you live at the hardest center, I would suggest you go there and grab it into the convenience center and get a job. That's the quickest way to go to fast money. Get a job.
It's no get. They need you. Who we got next? It's everybody. Mr. Chloe. Mr. Chloe, come on, sir. This way. Everybody step to the back. Keep quiet. Keep quiet. Sorry. Oh, you can see him.
Get out of here.
You can see your probation officer. Make sure you're ready.
Translation, they closed on me.
Yeah, they violate. Huh? No, I ain't violate. That's what they saying. That's what they had said. That's what they said. They said that. I'm waiting the intake, but then it's a misunderstanding.
No.
Misunderstanding. Misunderstanding. Total misunderstanding.
Step to the back, sir.
Step to the back.
Let me get this off for you. Thank you.
Wait a minute. That's my bond ticket.
Go to the court. Come down. He just told me to just. He just told me I could drop the money straight off to y'all at the jail.
Yeah. He got some money to pay somebody bond, but he gotta go somewhere.
He said they just said I could. Let me go down to the court. I need they bond. I need them bonded out. I need everybody in jail bonded out.
$50.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you walk down and get them out for me? Come on, my man. They out. He coming. The judge coming. The judge coming down. Don't worry. He running. He coming down. I got the judge on his way. The judge say he coming down to the jail.
I got 8 people I need to post bond for.
Yes, sir.
Yup. Come on out. Everybody out. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody out. I got all 8 of them. Come on out. I don't know the name. I bonded everybody out. They all work for me now. They work for me now. Report to work Monday morning. Monday morning. Monday morning. Monday morning. Monday morning we start. You start Monday morning. You start Monday. You start Monday. You start Monday. I'm the facilitator, actually. But I just bonded them out of jail because we just started a chicken processing plant and I need workers. So I decided to take things a little step further and go bond my workers out so that my workers will understand that I stayed in solidarity with them. I know these guys need other folks on their side. So I'm here to show these guys that we're willing to put our money and we're willing to put our lives on the line for these guys. Because we know they're going to put their lives on the line for us.
They had probation hold. 2 of them, Mr. Lane, Mr. King. You got to get them out. They had probation.
Okay, the sheriff got to go do that.
Oh, you issue a warrant?
You're gonna have to issue a warrant to go get them. I bonded everybody out because I just opened up a city little chicken plant.
You're third with the trial now. You want to go bond it out?
Now he done bonded 2 people that had a holder.
I remember, yeah.
And he got to go get him.
Yeah, he about to go get him.
Oh, he's tough over here. Oh,
but he biting their name.
He is tough over here, boy.
Hey, that sheriff down in Atlanta City don't play, man. He don't play. Yeah, please.
Get down. All right, we back. We are back. This is the live simulation. So we're about to jump live real quick again to see how everything going.
We're about halfway through week 3. We're about halfway through week 3.
It's about halfway through week 3, and now we are about to see how people are turning out. All right, come on, let's go. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing, bro? Let's see how this man been going. Hold on 1 second, bro. So, my name is Antoine with the Conviction Fixing Podcast. I know you participating in this simulation. Have you been back to jail yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, so what are you have to do now?
Right now, I'm about to go check in with what is it? About to go check in the rehab.
Rehab.
Treatment center.
The treatment center. Okay, that's your next step. Have you been able to find a job?
I just did. I
just got your first job back out. Okay, what about housing? What about housing?
Housing, I'm gonna see them soon as I leave the treatment center. I'm gonna see them, make sure that's good.
All right, cool, man. Good luck on your journey, bro. It's going to Silver. All right, so let's go see these people spin that wheel. Let's see what happens. Anybody spin this wheel yet? Anybody spin the wheel yet? They did. That's the wheel. That's right. That's the chance wheel. You got what?
I said some people have been getting out of jail free cards. Okay. I gave away 2 jobs.
Oh man, awesome.
I know.
But that's a good wheel, right? Everything on there, you're gonna win something. Okay. But if they go to chance, it's a little bit different. Oh, that's what the life table. It should be locking over there. Okay. All right, cool. All right.
Local rehab is over there.
All right. Right, quick question, sir. Quick question. Where are you headed now?
I'm headed to book rehab. I have to have tickets to be able to buy more tickets.
You have to have tickets to buy more tickets.
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind if we follow along? Let's go.
The bureaucracy adds.
Here, I'm gonna drop this on you real quick. What's your name?
Well, my name here is Larry.
Larry, let's go, Larry.
Voc rehab? I need to buy tickets. I have 3 forms of ID.
You said you need to buy tickets?
Yeah, buy transportation tickets.
Okay, so I don't
Thank you. So I don't need food stamps. I need the transportation tickets. It said to come here for transportation.
No, the transportation is across the hall. I do Voc Rehab, but I don't have the transportation tickets. I collect them here.
Okay.
What does it say?
It said transportation tickets can be purchased for $1 at the transportation station. You need 5 tickets. If you run out of tickets, you have to get a free one at Voc Rehab.
Let me see. Okay, what's your name? Let me see what I have on for you. What's your name?
Larry.
Larry.
We are halfway through week 3.
You have a wild card?
Nope.
Yeah. It says you're denied. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to go back to transportation. They're gonna have to give you something that will allow me. If you don't qualify without it.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Oh, sorry. There you go, sir.
Don't walk off without that.
I have to start from square one if you lose all that. All right, so we're going back to transportation.
So I'm going to wild card because I know that's an option now.
No, wild card is an option. Is that the chance table? I don't know. I'm following you. This is your journey.
Okay, so Voc Rehab said come back over here.
My first day, sir.
Can you check the paperwork?
That's exactly what the paper says. You don't have a ticket, go to Vocal Rehab. Or try to borrow one from a buddy.
All right, we'll go another route. Thanks. Let's go to wild card.
Let's go to wild card. Gonna take chance. This is chance. Oh, looks like everything is closed. Looks like you're not going to make it today. You're not going to make it today. Everything closed down on you.
You are
again.
not. Hyper frustrated.
All right, so just relax, go home, think about it, and try again tomorrow.
That's right.
See you later. I'm
Thanks.
gonna call you over here. All right, so city services are now closed again. So now we're going to go back to the broader program and see what's happening with some of the participants. Might find some people that may end up going to jail. Maybe they didn't pay their rent. Maybe they didn't go to probation, because there are many things that you have to do in order to maintain success out here when it comes to reentry. So let's go back.
Yeah, I mean, do not jail in front of the Atlanta City Sheriff. Do not.
That's the last week. Unless somebody bums them out, I'm not. I gave him a 10. If you can't stay out of the first, like, I mean, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Okay, so this last week, wherever you end up is where you're gonna stay permanently. So if you go to jail, you're gonna be in jail. If you get kicked out of your home, you're gonna be living at the homeless shelter. If you're sent to the halfway house, you're going to the halfway house. But this last week, everywhere you go or everywhere you stay, you're gonna end up there permanently. So this is the last week. I'd say be super innovative. Figure out a way to pay your rent so you don't get kicked out. If you got to go see your probation officer, go see him and pay him. Because if you don't, you're going to jail. Make sure you eat. If you don't eat and you're caught stealing food, you're going to jail. Go sell some. There, you may have plasma cards in your thing, so you could go and sell plasma. I know they give you like 25, 30 bucks for selling plasma. I know the lady that works down at the pawn shop. Really good lady. She gives great deals on certain items. So
But make sure you're getting those bills and stuff paid, because I don't want to see the city homeless. So, with that being said, city services is open.
She went straight. She went straight to wherever she gotta go. Oh Lord. This is the last one. Yeah, let's go.
Right.
He want to break it or something. Yeah. But this thing got a strong spring, so yeah. All right, this is it. All right, so we're going around to the last one. Let's check in with my man right here. Let me get my other mic real quick. So I don't see what's going on with my man. I know he just recently got out of jail. Just checking in, bro.
Oh,
just hold
okay.
that real quick. How's it been going for you? You out of jail?
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay.
But the problem is I don't have no transportation.
It's hard to get transportation out of it.
I don't have transportation to go get transportation.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you gotta have
a transportation ticket to get transportation.
Okay, so it is difficult to get. So what do you get that for?
So I'm looking to see if anybody has transportation tickets they want to sell.
Yeah.
But I only have $20.
Oh man, and that's pretty much like how reentry is for real.
That's how it is for real.
Have you been just asking?
Yeah.
You been incarcerated? Okay.
No, I have not.
Never been incarcerated. So that's one of the challenges that people face. Like they have to get there, and if you don't know anyone with a car,
that's right,
or you can't borrow some money to get on the bus, then you find yourself
stuck.
Right.
That's right.
Well, good luck, man.
Oh yeah, bro. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to think my way out of it.
All right, there you go. So that's a unique challenge. Definitely being able to find transportation to get Omar, what's going on, bro? I'm good, man. Good to see you, bro. Hey, man, you just pulled up. We're doing it live for the folks in there. We live, bro. So, yeah, we got Dr. Omar here, man. He's here to represent for being able to be successful in reentry. Tell us about some of the toughest things you faced when it came to re-entering society.
I think one of the things that one of the challenges I did was trying to, I think you lose so much in the process of doing time, trying to survive, that you really don't prepare yourself for when you get out.
Yeah.
When I say that is, I don't think you can write a book on how to be a father coming out, how to be in a relationship. And so, a lot of us get out, I think, and I'm gonna speak for myself, that's why I feel that, like, I thought I was being the best Christian I could get out, but I still didn't have like soft skills. I really still didn't know how to interact with my son. I didn't know how to interact in relationships. And sometimes I think for a lot of us, we bring prison mentality out here.
Yep.
And so you have to really, it's kind of like a computer or a cell phone or something. You have to upload new information. You have to actually erase everything almost that you learned in prison.
And I think a lot of those guys are figuring it out now, going through this simulation.
The thing is, when I got out compared to what's going on now, there's a lot more resources. Right. It wasn't.
Some places like freedom is a choice.
Yeah, well, no, probably because of what we've been through, right? And so I, like people will be when I see young men like that come to prison, it just made me want to change my life. And then I did have some community people that did support me, help me when I got it. So that made my transition way more successful. Hardbound Ministries, they helped me through a lot. As far as helping me find employment, helped me with a car, things like that, which was needed. Even though I was excited just to get on the bus, like I also had to get on that train and bus, man, because it had been so long. You got to remember, I went in at 18 and got out 33, so you miss all. Because age to me doesn't make the man. It's the experience that you go in life that mold us into becoming the men that we need to be. And so, like I said, we knew how to survive, but we didn't know how to live.
There you go.
And so that's why I'm telling people, like, I didn't know how to live in a society that had changed, right?
Well,
and then you change.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
We at the Conviction Fiction Podcast. We are live. If you're looking at it on YouTube, you can stream it on Facebook. Taking this experience because we've lived it, and a lot of people out there are living it now. If you're in right now, this is some of the stuff you got to face: getting transportation,
how about that?
Reconnecting with your family, getting food, somewhere to stay. So this is what this program is about. Stay tuned. Thanks again for joining me, man. You on the panel today?
I don't know.
Don't sit up there, bro.
I don't know.
All right, good.
They push me up.
No doubt, bro. Good to see you again, man. All right. There we go. Here we go. All right, so we got so much going on right now. Did we talk to Chris? Where's that? Where's the dude that? Oh, I wonder if he got his ticket. Come on, let's check in. Oh, we getting some motion now.
All about filling out the forms right.
All about filling out the forms right.
Bureaucracy came around.
All right, awesome, man. All right, come on. Cool. Like, we're gonna go by the jail. Looks like a lot of people went to jail. I'm gonna interview some of the people over there. Excuse me. Let's see what's going on in jail. What happened? I don't know what happened in the jail. So what happened over here?
Property bond. This is what I figured. So they're gonna sit over here, miss rent payments. They don't got no choice. They can't excuse us, miss the job. They probably thought about that out there. They should have thought about that out there.
Bad. If you mind, can I talk to one of your like properties? Yes, sir. Credentials. Got credentials. Okay. You need paperwork. I'm not even locked up, bro.
We know that. That's why we need paperwork.
All right.
Come on, let's go. You interfere with what we.
Okay. It's tough out here. It's tough out here. All right. So, let's talk about Farrah. So, okay, Farrah, I'm just here, part of the program. Conviction Fiction Podcast. We're down at the Power Conference, and this is Farrah. You got to help put this thing together. All right, so how do you think it's going so far?
I think it's going great. It's going great. I have some people that work.
What station are you on? What station are you working?
I'm at the jail.
You at the jail?
Yeah, these people are violating their probation. They are not paying their fines, and
going back.
They're in jail.
Oh, awesome.
They're in jail, and we're waiting on a few people to come and post fines.
But that's how it is in real life, right?
I had someone here that posted bond like a week ago, and we're still processing.
Okay, well, good luck to him. Let me get out of here because I'm still on probation myself. All right, let me go. All right. Cool. All right, so that's part of what we're doing right here. The crowd is still here. We're still having fun. Conviction Fiction Podcast. Let's go back live.
Six closed. City services is closed.
Yeah, it's up 36. Yeah, pull it out. Pull that pack off. They said, bro, I couldn't even get in there.
City services is closed down.
Hey, and it's full. And it's full. Thank you.
To your home base. Please.
Over.
To your home base. We're going to see what everybody lands up. So please. Clap one time if you can hear me. Clap one time if you can hear me. Clap one time if you can hear me. Clap one time if you can hear me.
You know, everybody sit there. Attention, please, one time. Appreciate it.
Okay, so everybody in the home bases right now, with a show of hands, because this is the end of the month. So with a show of hands, we're gonna see where everybody ends up. Who has more than 3 check marks on their life card? Show of hands, raise your hand. Stand up, stand up. 1, 2, you two? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so all 3 of you guys report to the jail. Report to the jail. All 4 of you report to the jail. Report to the jail. Okay. Hey, clap one time if you hear me. I love that. These little ones clap. I love that. They need a hand. Clap one time if you hear me. Okay, so if you did not pay rent this month, stand up. If you did not pay rent, stand up. No one else? Okay, so you're at the homeless shelter in the back. Thank you. Who sits in the corner of the homeless shelter? Who has 2 X marks either by probation or employer? No one. Okay. So at the end of week 4, we have 1 homeless individual. We don't have anybody living at the halfway house right now. But as you guys can see, our jailhouse is full. Now, a lot of those individuals are in there. Clap one time if you can hear me. Clap one time if you can hear me. Clap one time if you can hear me. Now, those individuals in jail are incarcerated for various similar reasons. Some of them failed to show up for probation on time. Some of them failed to show up for probation period. Some of them committed new crimes and took chances. So we have a lot of individuals in jail. But literally, if you think about what goes on in everyday community, this is kind of the makeup. When you look at the percentage of individuals we have who ended up incarcerated at the end of the month versus the individuals who were taken from their home because they failed to pay bills, or versus the individuals who were sentenced or sent to go live at the halfway house. A lot of the barriers that these individuals back here face, and the same for some of our others who were incarcerated: transportation, employment, access to funds, to whether it's to get your ID, whether it's to get transportation tickets, whether it's to pay your rent or pay the probation officer. So again, a lot of the same issues that we talk about, transportation, housing, education, employment, those being essential things in our life. So barriers for individuals to make that transition from incarceration back to society. So I'm going to turn it over to our tech. We're going to get a little deeper. And then for your release. Your release. But we are going to call a couple of you to share. First off, I have one question. Who experienced success in the simulation? We'll have one person that feel like they were even semi-successful in the simulation. Can I have you share your experience and why you feel like you were successful? I got a job. Having that job allowed you to be able to work on the simulation and do what you need to do? My man, I appreciate it. Can someone talk to me about some of the barriers that they do and why I'm so tough? Thank you.
All right. Human experience. People's attitude. When the probation officer, say, hey, it's your first time you taste negative for probation, you could have gave you a second. Maybe because he's having a bad day. Probation. So if and human error, say something.
I heard a lot of people about that it seems like there's no aspect when it comes to corrections, when it comes to probation board. I guess like even though there's humans under supervision, it seems like the criminality and the human part is kind of taken out of it, and it doesn't matter what sort of barrier you're facing, what your family's going through, what you're going through. You need to meet those requirements for probation when you know what you're getting up. Which is sad. I think it's going to take a lot of individuals like yourselves in this room and a lot more of us to create a much united voice that will really affect the pod movement, some of the other organizations in the room right now, and what they're doing, that we're getting trenches, trying to amplify that voice. And as I was saying here, it's going to take these voices in the room as well, that are sitting in these chairs, to be able to advocate, to be able to talk about their experiences, to regulate. Be your biggest thing, right? Is having those conversations with them. The local community is a lot more powerful than what we think. It's probably a little more powerful than state and federal government. And so as we start to learn more about other experiences and put ourselves in other people's shoes and humanize some of these situations, hopefully we can share some of these experiences with our leaders and policy makers and get them to start making some changes from the conversation. With that being, I really want to thank you all for coming and participating in the simulation and in the conference. Saturday, you guys can be aware of if you're in this room, we're on to make a difference in one another's lives and increase impact and opportunity in our community. So give yourself a round of applause. Thank you.
We're going to move program along. The simulation part is over. So we're going to get to the education part where we sit and talk, and then we'll start our panelists. Chris.
Good afternoon, y'all. Hold on. Good afternoon, y'all. Man, this is a wonderful moment, right? First, like my brother just said, I want to say thank you to participate in this reentry simulation. In 2003, I was sentenced to 144 years in prison. True story. I came home 16 years, 11 months later. I came here and I moved right off Boulder Crest, right behind the high school out there. Y'all see the road? That's where I first started to learn about Atlanta, the east side, all that, right? And I came home January 13, 2020, right before the pandemic started. So I came home from 17 years of incarceration into what looked like the end of the world. So when you come home from prison, it's supposed to be a place of stability. How many of y'all felt stable through this whole experiment right here, this simulation? Was it an easy thing? No, I see heads shaking. That's what we want. Right now, I don't want to just have a conversation. I want to run kind of like a workshop. And I really need y'all participation. We want to make sure everybody gets involved. So we, 3-minute answers or something like that. I want to hear from as many people as possible. And I also want to say, there are plenty of great community providers, probation officers, plenty. But for many of us, the birth of these organizations, they came from the lack of being able to have what we needed at that time. So I just want to say, can we give a round of applause to all the organizations that are there? All right, y'all. Here go the workshop part, man. Right now, I want to ask specifically, and we're going to go around the room. I want to get about 3, 4, 5 people. What was the number one biggest obstacle during this simulation right now? Anybody? Let's go.
The biggest obstacle was dealing with the attitudes of the people that was actually at the tables trying to get help. And it's just like, You know, there's a lot of people in the line. Nobody was giving you any extra information. It's like, if you don't know what you need, then you're not going to get what you need. So that was the most frustrating part.
Did y'all hear what he said? Can you imagine coming home and you don't have too much support? You go to this office and you're supposed to get what you told you were supposed to get, and there ain't no help there. What type of impact do you think that has on somebody mentally?
Yeah, very stressed, very stressed. I remember my experience. I talked to a mental health counselor and I was explaining the stress that I went through due to dealing with my PO, due to dealing with the probation officer. And I got sent right back to the probation officer instead of getting addressed.
Yeah. How many in this room have experienced a dead end? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I see some hands raising up. What's some additional obstacles that we face during the simulation? Did y'all see me sweating? Don't make fun of me.
Just in general, man, I feel like, at least for me, it just felt like I was so alone. Like, I had a wife and kids at home, they wasn't in simulation. All these people, you know, a lot of y'all was playing y'all's roles a little too well. But, you know, I hated it. I think that's what makes this a great simulation. But honestly, I even do it a few times. I just had to pause, and it's like, dang, I don't know what to do. And it's like, I can see the team, and like, see, it's like, oh, dang, he's giving up already this week one. You know, I had a few in the simulation. Probation officers saying, I don't got money here, take this and you owe me later. Or someone slotted me something, I saw a guitar on the floor for $100, I was broke, so I took it. You know, it's like all of that fight or flight, and being a black man in Georgia, it mirrors too well. So it was like, dang, like, each week was a war, and you had to just, you know, deal with it internally. You couldn't project that onto any of the stations, or they give you attitude back and send you away. You got to keep your composure through people being calm and humane and just not empathetic toward, you know, the struggle that you're going through.
Did y'all hear what he said about the empathy part?
Yeah.
I remember coming home, I'm gonna tell a little bit story, 2-minute story. I came home, I went to my probation office. I was excited. I'm not gonna mention the county right now, but anyway. And I got there, the first thing I said to my PO is, I need a job. Because what do they tell you when you come home, you better get you a job. The probation officer did this and pointed at the wall. And I took a picture. I had to learn how to use my phone, but I took a picture and I began to call the numbers. How many people do you think picked up? Hello. Anyways, what's some other obstacles real quick? Moving over here.
We noticed with people that was fulfilled was ID. Like, they might have their state ID, but they don't have a social security card. They don't have their birth certificate. And so basically it's not, oh, come back later, no. You leave, you're going to get it. And then when you have everything, you come to see us. And so a lot of people came over here like 2 or 3 times, and they don't have 1 or 2 pieces of ID. And they're unable to get the other pieces. So I think the biggest obstacles when you get released is not having an ID, especially like in the state of Georgia. If you were born in the state of Georgia, you're not getting that birth certificate. You have to actually contact the county, which costs money, and some of them, and others they might do, you know, they might give it to you for free. But I think you know that's the biggest obstacle for everyone that's getting this. Because you need that before you get a job, before you get assistance, and many others.
Getting your ID is one of the biggest obstacles. And I want to say, because there's crossover, right, with the incarcerated population, formerly incarcerated population, people with housing issues, no ID, no motion. Anybody else? What are some feelings, thoughts? Yes, sir.
Thanks. I think transportation is the biggest issue. Having to have a ticket to go here, have a ticket to go there. I'm in rural Georgia. We don't have a bus system. I can hold the ticket all day long and it didn't do any good. So if you don't walk to it, you can't get to it. And I think that that's going to be a big issue. It affects safe and stable housing too.
Hey, y'all, I got another story about probation. Thank y'all for that comment. How many did probation in DeKalb County? DeKalb County. Nobody. I was I can't even say it, right? Do you remember when they moved the whole office? They moved the whole probation office to Conyers, and then I say it out loud, they didn't notify us either, y'all. We was finding out when we called up there. So can you see how that can be an obstacle if we're not on the bus line? If there's not, if we can have all the resources in the world, but if we can't access them, issues. Anybody else? Feedback. Y'all might have to run up here with me. Y'all got, I got my step count on today.
When it came to an organization, my process was a hurdle for everyone else. So like I haven't had so many dirty looks in an hour of people saying, I'm coming here to get tickets, but I need a ticket to get tickets. And that was my process. So no matter how helpful I wanted to be as a person, I had to follow my rules and regulations for the organization.
Does anybody know? We go ahead and get you. Yeah, so just to follow a little bit on what he was saying, just working the backside of the table, there were people that were coming to our table here and you had to follow the rules. And the gentleman who just spoke over here, I think I turned him away at least twice, maybe 3 times because he didn't have transportation tickets. And so it is, like you said, the most simple part of just getting there. And then when you get there, maybe you have 1 ticket. You give me 1 ticket, but then you don't have your ID. Now you got a ticket. Now you gotta go get more tickets, but you gotta come back and spend a ticket again. So it is just, and that's true to my wife's point. People were asking me, and I love the simulation because it said, just play your role. And so they were, well, where do I go get tickets? I literally didn't know the answer to their question. I don't know what to tell you to go get tickets. So whatever services that they were looking for, we only do what we do. So I get it, how it can be frustrating for the person on the other side of the table. This, you know, like, well, where do I go to get this service, or whatever to get that service? You just don't have answers.
So here's the data, y'all. I'm gonna give you some numbers really quick, and why this simulation is really important. In the first 3 years of individuals coming home from incarceration, what percentage do you think goes back? Somebody said 60. 60? 60% on average within the first 3 years go right back to prison. I can safely tell you from working in the reentry space, everybody that goes back, it's not because they're criminals at that time. It's because when you come home, you got to report to the probation office, and then there's a supervisory fee. If I can't have transportation to get to a job, or I don't have the resources to get, how am I going to pay $32 a month? I remember one time getting a call because I just forgot to pay. They were ready to light me up. So anybody else, feedback, experiences? Yes, ma'am.
To your point, that was my frustration. And I felt a little bit of defeat because I don't have my home ID. And I used all my tickets to get the answers, and no one knew the answers. And I thought about what people faced because of that, trying to find out the answers. And then people not being humane to each other when someone is just trying to get better. So then I thought about also from both sides, what could we both do to make this better? Because even with the resources, part of you working there is to help. And if you don't want to help, why are you working there? And then on the other side, not being frustrated, because it got to a point, even out here, I'm defeated. I might just want to go back to jail just to make it easier. And then I was like, whoa, it hit me, because I said, that's what you face. So then what do you do? So it's learning both sides and working together, but it's the humane part that's really, really missing.
And how important, or I'm gonna say, do you guys think that stereotype and stigma is a part of the problem? Like, how big of an impact does that cause for us? Anybody want to chime in on that? Anybody? Oh,
Now, I know me, I'm an ex-ganger. I'm listed in the system. I have violent crimes. They go all the way back to when I was 17 years old. I've never been off probation and parole. So, me, when I get out, getting assistance is really hard. Because when they pull me up, I'm in the DA databases. And when it comes to the time for me trying to change my life, me getting resources were so hard that it just, the other side was so readily available to me because of my extensive involvement in the past, that it was so much easier for me to just go back on the other side and just try to save a better face. So the temptation was so heavy. Now this time that I've gotten out, I've actually been fortunate enough to come across power men and women on food. And the same day I got out, that night, I was taking my Ocean 10. By the next day, I was in getting work, good housing. It's been a real blessing. If it wasn't for that, though, even though my heart is all the way in, just to be changing and renovating myself, I was still faced with the same option. Just off of my history, they look at the history, and mine was very extensive. I have violent crimes. People, they don't generally want to see, or they don't generally open up their eyes to see the person standing in front of them. They just see what they pulled up on their computer in front of them. And I think that's been the biggest problem that I've encountered since I've been here.
Thank you. So the reentry process is not just checking boxes off. It's not just making sure you have a job. It's not just making sure you go to mental health. It's not just making sure you're at your PO on time. It's mental as well. When I revert back, or I look back at that 60%, how many people do you think become frustrated or triggered through the process? And as I reflect on a personal experience when you shared that, I do want to say this. I had one great probation officer. She went to war for me. She provided some opportunity. She was amazing. But she told me this: there's one of me, there's 1,000 of y'all. So sometimes the person may just be burnt out in a position, may be overstretched, and may want to do the job we needed, the way we needed it done, but just can't. So, but I'm glad you brought that up. What's some other feelings from this event? Obstacles. Okay, I'm gonna come right here.
One thing I wanted to point out for us all to ponder is that in this system where you've got all of these state departments and offices, you would think that there's 600,000 people coming out every year going through this same process, that somewhere along the lines that someone in the director of this office would say, hey, we need to have a pipeline or some type of communication for the next office, because usually these are the same people having to go through the same process. So if this is going on 600,000 times a year at these same offices, why hasn't anyone thought about how can we make this system better, all working together? I just want to put that out there.
Oh, that's real. That's real. I'm glad. Give me a round of applause, y'all. So, my organization, the Life Unity, really, we're in outreach. And one of the things we study is a disconnect with education. People aren't getting together. Our business has an amazing event this week, 8th, 9th, and 10th, where a bunch of organizations get together. In spaces like this, the next time, I want to see all the judges, attorneys. I want to see the people that are making decisions in this room so we can start having those conversations. I'm glad you brought that up, man. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so working on this side, the probation side, we literally sent everybody to jail.
Right.
And the biggest issue was if you had your birth certificate, but you didn't have ID, or you didn't have a social security card. So we couldn't even get past to even know who these people are, what these people went through. It was just an automatic, you don't have your credentials. We successfully only had 2 people out of all the people that came up to us that were like checked. Everybody else was violated. And to add to what you were saying about how you had to be a probation officer and understand that that's the probation officer I was trying to be. He was everybody else. And as hard as I tried to be the understanding and the nice one, it was only so much I could do because they didn't have everything they needed. So that was interesting to see on this end, that it was really all about your credentials that they didn't have.
So first, hi everybody doing? I'm sorry. Listen, I promise you, before I got here, they told me to be the hardest PO that you could be. Right? That's what they told me to do. So I tried to be the hardest PO that I could be. I'm actually on probation right now. A couple weeks ago, I actually got out of jail on probation violation. When I was just inside Fulton County Jail, we was all sleeping on the floor in cells because the jails are overcrowded with probation violations. Everybody that was in there with me was in there overcrowded with probation violations. So when I got there, I'm like, man, I'll be in here about a week, go to court Friday or something like that, I'm gonna get out, Man, them folks say, man, all of them up there at least a month, you gonna leave you 30 days before you go see the judge. I'm like, no, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I gotta call me a lawyer, I gotta get some money ASAP. We gotta figure out a way up out of here. I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? I just got out of prison for doing 10 years. I'm not trying to sit in here no more. I can't stand soup. I can't stand the chips no more. I don't want none of this no more. You know what I'm saying? I was in there I've been there 31 days. Every day that I was in there angry. Every day. They come check my blood pressure, man, my blood pressure high. At least this no lie. I asked the officer why I was in there because they sent me to Cobb County. I don't know if y'all know, but Fulton County overcrowded, so they'll send me to other jails. I got sent to Cobb County not knowing nothing. While I'm getting transferred to go to a different jail, they come tell us we can't transfer with nothing. So you got hygiene, deodorant, toothpaste, chips, whatever you got, you can't transfer with none of that stuff. So they sent us to a whole other jail with nothing. We get to Cobb County didn't even give us deodorant. Everybody walking around there was, you gotta wait a whole other week just to get some deodorant. So they so inhumane, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in there, man, I'm telling y'all, this is horrible, you know what I mean? But just like on a real note, this was a probation violation. My brothers with Pod knew that I had a probation violation, so they told me, look, we're gonna give you the probation part, be hard on the folks, let them know how they did. When I go to my probation officer down here by Garnett train station, guess what the first thing they say? All y'all stand outside in a straight line. I told a lot of people that was in here, stand in a straight line. They gonna tell you that, stand in a straight line. Don't come in here until you see whoever behind that glass. Don't put that up there, don't do, you know what I'm saying? They gonna do you like that, like that's what you got going on, and it's really hard for you, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want y'all to think that I was just being hard on people here, but they told me to do it.
Glad you got selected as the PO. How many of you were impacted by the language that came from some of the moves and styles, the interactions? Language was good. We spoke on language. The brother said when you walk into some probation office, they say, get in line, stand there, don't move, don't talk. Go ahead, break it down.
I said, oh, you got attitude, huh? Oh, yeah, you never have an attitude. She's like, what? Yeah, you got attitude, you want to tell.
A lot of times, because there may be frustration in that area, they not already seen 2030 was that day, we can catch a straight bullet through language and that interaction. This is another obstacle in the process for us when it comes to reentry. I promise you, how many people I've talked to and said, I ain't trying to go holler at them no more, man. Them people talk to me like this. Very discouraged. So if anybody in here is part of that, grace, humanity, dignity, all of that. Because what bro just said, he just expressed briefly the conditions in the jail, right? One or two of the jails. Imagine coming home where your mental health is, and now you have a deadline. You got 72 hours to get here. You got to get a job by 2 weeks. I remember when they were shutting everything down, the probation officer told me she was going to lock me up if I couldn't get a job. I was so confused because then I was competing with it. Anyway, feelings and emotions, anything else, thoughts, obstacles. Anybody? We ain't got no more feedback? Oh, there you go. He said you want to grab the mic, man. Bring it.
I'm gonna say one more obstacle. Anybody who does have the resources to, I know a lot of men that I hear, if they went into housing when they come out of prison or somewhere, when they're trying to get their own place, a lot of places now you have to apply for it. And when you apply in, when they see that you're a felon, depending on the extensiveness of your history, you get turned down. So you're stuck at these housing places, or you're stuck looking at possibly being homeless or whatever, and these places don't want to accept you just because you have a history. I think it'd be nice at some point for organizations to try to come together and put together resources to find places that that won't give you that trouble. Just list apartments or list places like that that's easier access to people with all that. I think that's a big problem a lot of running with our housing.
I'm glad. Thank you. Round of applause. I'm glad you brought that up because right now I know two individuals that are living in between shelters because they can't get housing. They got drug offenses, and they just can't find that place where they can land. So I'm glad you brought that up. That's a struggle.
Yes. When I was going through the process, right, I was putting myself in the shoes of the man. But as a lot of people know, I'm very vocal, about me having speech impediment. And I started thinking, going through this process, what if, individuals that have ADHD, that have a cognitive disability, or that have, that might be dealing with speech impediment. There was no type of sympathy, no type of resources that could understand that process, because that's another mental disability block, right? So this whole experience made me think about, individuals who do have some of those, right? Or who may have schizophrenia, who may deal with depression and don't have their medicine. And nobody is educated or approaching this from a sensitive approach to one individual's diagnosis or mental health diagnosis.
Thank you for that.
I want to give some, so Corey Baker, reentry coordinator, and for the brother just coming home on probation, through my experience, I did 10 years on bank robbery, been home now 10 years, and I created this book, which is a 52-week curriculum for transition. It's all about the mindset for the person to be successful. I like to put this out here to anybody that has a family member or anybody that's on probation. When you're dealing with the probation officers and just going through that process, the key for me on what made me successful, like both of my probation officers told me by the end of my probation, like, I'll speak to a judge on your behalf. And it was because of the way that I carried myself. So I'd like to give this jewel to everybody else for anybody that may need it. When you're dealing with probation, like you said, a lot of times they got a lot of people on their caseload. So when you address the situation and take the initiative, for example, with me, I would call my probation before it's time for me to even call her and check up, hey, Ms. Byrne, how you doing? I applied for jobs. This is what I would apply for. This is what I've been doing since I've been out. Haven't been successful yet. However, do you have any opportunities for me? Can you point me in the right direction? And try to build that rapport, that relationship, to show them that you're serious about being successful out here. Because a lot of times they can get you mixed up with the rest of the caseload that don't want to come in, don't want to call. They got to chase down to take a urinalysis. So I would even call my probation officer from time to time. Hey, I got the pee. Do I need to hold it? No, I'll come up there. You know what I mean? And it's about how you move for people to be able to see what you're doing, and then they're going to want to try to support you in being successful. So, brother, definitely don't give up. Continue to show up, but remember, the way you show up, you want to represent yourself in a way to where you're showing them, look, I'm out here to stay. I really want to be successful, and I offer myself to you. If you ever want to reach out to me, if you need mentorship, things get hard, mentally, whatever, that's what I'm here for, and that's what we need as a community. So continue to stay positive, man, moving forward. Absolutely.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chris O'Neill, and this is a beautiful event. I did my time in New York State, and I was transferred down to Georgia through interstate compact. What I took the initiative to do is I sent the probation officer a bio of who I am. Because a lot of times when they only read the crime, they're not looking at the person that you are today. Right? Unfortunately, I spent 28 years of my life in prison. One time 8, the second time 28 years. That's when I decided to make my transition. But I gave that to them so they could, yes, they're gonna read the nature of the crime, but this is who I am today. And I never had a problem, an issue. I call in once a month, maybe a better Zoom call one time, but that was it. So sometimes we need to take the initiative to show them who we are today. Although they don't require that, but I took that initiative because now it gives them something else to read instead of the nature of the crime.
I'm gonna give one last comment. I gotta get the OG in, man. I gotta get the OG. I think,
Okay, Basically, everybody was talking about what they struggle was with parole. What about the families and children? They go through the problem. That have a man with the job, cause he had smoked, he been on 20 years, smoke one, go send back 10 more years. What about their family? What about the wife that got to try to pay no bills that she can't pay because he lost the only job that could get? People don't realize that it's a struggle being in society dealing with the people in prison, but the people out of prison hurt just as bad as they do. So, I mean, when the parole and probation board think about the people, they just can't sit there and think about the person that stole it because they got to think about the whole situation. It's a circle.
Thank you, OG. That was the perfect segue. I'm gonna walk over here. Y'all know me, I gotta shout my brothers out over here, man. These brothers right here, Squat, Raheem, Adam, that's Big Tay right there. They were part of the organizing. They put this thing together, man. And I just want to say thank y'all to them, even though they're not here in the building. Thank y'all. For real, for real. And the man that just spoke, he's the father of the squad. And I just want to, that's my OG over there. But this problem does not impact just the individual. And I'm glad you left. You was the last comment, sir. This issue, it impacts my son, who's only 5 months. Because I can't do certain things. I still got time over my head, whatever it is. So I'm glad you brought that up. Listen, y'all, this was not just a simulation. This was not just an experience. We're still in it. This is a learning moment and an opportunity where we can really start to shift things. Connect with each other as we bring this. We still got some more at the very end. Connect with each other. Push the conversations and keep having this conversation that we had today so we can start providing solutions to the people in those positions. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself a round of applause, man. Thank y'all. I need Squat. I need DeMonte. Well, anyways, y'all, I'm gonna do some stand-up real quick for 2 minutes so I get the organizers up here. I believe we're getting ready to shift, DeMonte, over to our next portion. I don't want to overspeak. That was the wrap up of the debrief, man.
Thank you, sir. Where's Octavius at?
Where was you? Was behind?
Yeah. So now presenting Octavius.
I'm presenting again. We're gonna move into our picture winners presentation, and then we will get into our panel discussion and have one more presentation in our close. So you guys bear with us. I appreciate your patience, your kindness. We're gonna go into our Chastity's gonna bring in our picks, awareness presentation, and we'll have a panel discussion.
Good afternoon, Atlanta! Good afternoon, Atlanta! Happy 404 Day! I came at the right time to see what y'all doing down here in the hot Atlanta. From the cold, don't know what to do weather in Ohio. So my name is Chastity Robinson. I am the founder and executive director of SOAR 4031 Foundation. And our whole goal, if I can get everybody in this room's attention. Clap once if you can hear me. Clap twice if you can hear me. That means if you can hear me, I shouldn't hear you, right? Because what I'm getting ready to talk about is extremely important, and it needs to be talked about in every single space that we go in. It needs to be addressed in every single space that we go in, because this is what's going to set people free. This is what's going to empty our jails and our prisons and keep people home. This is what is going to reduce and eliminate what they call recidivism. Because all the REs that they put in front of everything is built for them and not us. Reentry, recidivism, all that was created by the Department of Corrections, and we know that, right? And so what I'm going to talk to you about today is called post-incarceration syndrome. Now, I have a question. How many people in this room are formerly incarcerated? Can you stand up? I want to say welcome home every single day. Welcome home. No. Y'all stay there. And y'all keep clapping. I said welcome home. You survived it, you made it, you're home, and we're gonna stay that way, right? All right, have a seat. Now, out of all of you who are previously confined, because we're about to get rid of that formerly incarcerated, returning citizen. No, you're people. Your name is what? Anthony Brown. Your name is what? John Dark. Say it loud. John Dark. Who else? Who else? What's your name? Chris. What's your name? Come on, say your names. Make them say your name. You're not previously incarcerated. You're not a returning citizen. You are a person. You are who your mother birthed. You are somebody. So make them start calling you your name. You're not your number. You are your name. You're not your experience. You are your name. So make them start calling you your name. You're not a sub-name. You're not a domain. Make them say your name, because your name holds power. And so the next thing that I want to say is, what if I told you that the most dangerous part of incarceration is coming home? Would you believe that? That is the most dangerous part, because what they want you to believe is that when the gate opens, it's over. But when the gate opens, it's just beginning. When the gate opens is when reality hits, because the real world is waiting for you to eat you, to swallow you, spit you back out, and then send you into reentry, which means to re-enter back into the system. That's what it is. And so today I want to talk to you about post-incarceration syndrome. Now, it's a word that people are beginning to use, but in 2018, when I researched it, nobody was talking about it. Since 2018, I've been trying to filter this into the ether. I've been a part of every national organization's cohort you can name. And when I start to ask questions, when my ex-husband was coming home, 3 years before he came home, I was scared. I was the prison wife, doing the prison wife thing. I was holding him down. I did it all. I was the advocate. I was his advocate. I was the advocate for all 28 prisons in the state of Ohio and around this country. We advocated and we got body cameras on every one of our COs in the state of Ohio and our parole officers. I didn't come to play, and I'm still not coming to play, but in that process, let me tell you my story. I wasn't a desperate woman or a desperate person. I loved somebody that was going through something I had never experienced in my life. And so in that, I supported him through almost 10 years of his incarceration. And in those 3 years before he was getting ready to come home, I was asking questions. What do I do? What do I do when he comes home? How do I handle him? How do I deal with myself? And nobody had answers. Then I realized, because the people who I was asking was formerly incarcerated, and they didn't have answers. They didn't have answers for themselves, so nobody could give me answers. So in 2021, we started conducting a research study with the University of Cincinnati around post-incarceration syndrome. I found a man by the name of Terrence Forsky out of Florida who coined the phrase about pigs. And the thing that he said was, and it resonated so much with me. This is why I continue to forge this work, because he said, when people are coming home, they're not just adjusting, they are suffering. How many of y'all in this room, even though you've been home for some time, when the lights go down, you're still suffering? Raise your hand. How many people in this room that support somebody, that love somebody, no matter what that relationship looks like, you're suffering? Because you don't know what it's called. You don't know what to do with the emotions and the feelings that you're feeling. So the simulation y'all went through today is not even a peak. It's not even a peak. This is just the part that we say is necessary for people to survive. But you're only seeing the part that, you don't see the part when somebody comes home and you think that you're supposed to give them a coming home party and you got 100 people at your house. Guess what? That person just came home does not want that. They're triggered because of all the people, the noise, the sounds. How many in this room can hear the sound of a set of keys and it triggered them? Raise your hand. Can somebody identify a smell that takes them back to prison? Just say it out loud. No, seriously, say it out loud. No bleach, fabuloso, sound of keys. These are things that people don't think about when they're talking about the process of people returning home, and that's what post-incarceration syndrome is. It's a sound, it's a smell, it's something that you see, it could be a color. My experience with my ex-husband, I couldn't understand why every 30 minutes he would get up and stand on the wall. At night, I'm trying to go to bed. The dogs are irritated because he won't stop moving around. And I said, what are you doing? He said, it's count. I can't get count time out of my head. I can't get count, like it's count. He was getting up for count time every half hour without even realizing that's what he was doing until he realized that's what he was doing. He was taking a shower and I heard the shower head pop off and the water going, psh. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Because before that, I caught him taking baths in the sink. And I was like, why are you bathing in the sink? What are you doing? Because this was odd to me. It was weird to me. He said, because for the last 10 years, I've been pushing him on how to turn it on. And I'm a grown man and I couldn't tell you how to know how to work the shower. That's post-incarceration syndrome. Because the people that you see in front of you can look like your son, can look like your husband, can look like your loved one, and they are. But inside, they're people that have been stripped of every piece of humanity, compassion, thought processes, and what we expect people to do, they're just not capable of doing. So what my ex-husband chose to do was what he knew to do. All the tactics that he was using in prison, well, in the real world, they revert to master manipulation, gaslighting, narcissism. Because he was calling me getting money and I didn't know until after that he had a real bad tune habit. Who knows what tune is? Yeah, he had a real bad tune habit. So when he was calling, he was owing people. And I didn't know these things until after he came home. But those same tactics that he would use on me and his family, he came home and tried to relay those in the free world. And it didn't work. He murdered someone. He sexually assaulted my child. He robbed me while I was literally dying in the hospital and emptied my bank account. But it's by the grace of God that I had been a part of this research study, and I know this is going to sound really kind of touche, but I understood why he did it. Doesn't excuse why he did it. And I've learned to forgive him, but I understood the processes of why he did it. Because although he was released, he was not free mentally. He was still incarcerated. And so it has been my quest to really just bring awareness around post-incarceration syndrome and talk about it, because we have to talk about it. Because people who come home and people that love someone through it, because we get shamed for loving you. We're desperate, you couldn't find anybody else in the world to be with. Well, guess what? There's people in the free world that maybe we don't know that they've been in prison, or how about they just didn't get caught. Right? So who you choose to love, you choose to love. But I'm grateful through the experience that I did love someone through it, because I now understand the process and what it is, because I had never been affected by prison at all up until this. And I wanted to know, did anybody else know this is happening? Do people know that people are getting treated like this? So my voice is my power. I didn't allow what he did to take my power. I'm using it to set the captives free. I'm using it to raise awareness so that other people, like everybody in this room, like every single person in this room, can identify with what it is. Because when you come home, they tell you got PTSD, they're wrong. That is a misdiagnosis. What you have is, and if you can see up here on the screen, and if you're in this room, I ask you to please scan that code and take that assessment. Why is it important? Because through this assessment, we will be able to tell you what level of post-incarceration syndrome you have, We will be able to create you a communication plan and take to your therapist, to your employer, in between you and your family. Because communication is hard. Because what is the first thing they tell you when you go to prison? Don't do what? Trust people. So you learn not to trust, and then you come home and you don't trust. So in order to build that communication back, this is what our organization helps you do. So there's 5 symptoms: institutionalized personality traits, social sensory deprivation, PTSD is one, substance use disorder, and antisocial personality traits. So it's everything basically that they stripped from people who have been inside, and then people like me assimilate those things because we're so close encountered to the people that we love that it becomes our life. We're so submerged in what it looks like to make sure that they're okay, and then we take care of everybody else because it's like, okay, can you 3-way this person? Okay, can you send this cash app over here? Hey, can you go meet dude's mom across the way? And we build our own community. We end up building a community together, and we're doing this work together. We don't even realize that we are. And so this conversation is important is because I don't want anybody to walk out of this room and not understand what you're feeling when you can't describe your feeling. That's what we do. We handle that part of it. So I just want to give y'all a few statistics on what we have found with our study. We have reached 37 states out of 50 so far. Thank you. That was a lot of hard work too, let me tell you. But we need this to go global. This is a global effort. So every person that takes this assessment, share it, your family, your friends, people in law enforcement. I've had several correctional officers take this, and it wasn't even meant and designed for them, but found out that it was because they identified with every bit of it. Every bit of this assessment, they identified with all of it, except one phase, and that's only because they get to go home at night. That was the only difference. So if a correctional officer and a previously confined person and a family member that loves somebody through this, if all 3 of us are saying there's a problem, then guess what? There's a problem. And all those people make up our society, they make up our community. There are grocery store workers, there are preachers, there are pastors, they are our legislators. All of these people are this is a public health crisis, and that's why. So what our research found so far, and I'm gonna give you 5 jaw-dropping statistics. 62.1% of participants fall into a high to severe symptoms range, which means that PICS is not rare. It is the majority of the experience. 72.4% report social disconnection and relational instability, which means that incarceration doesn't harm the individual, but it breaks relationships. 91% show mistrust. 91% of people. That's 37 states of people. 91% of them. That's almost 100% of people. 90.7% live in chronic stress. 88% are overly self-critical, meaning psychological strain is nearly universal. And 66.8% experience intrusive thoughts and psychological disruption, which means that the body is still living inside even when it's free. Let me say that again. It means that the body is still living inside even though it's free. Who can relate to what I just said? Raise your hand high so these people can see, because they need to know that this is what is affecting you. Because until we say, hey, look, check this out. I got an issue and I don't know what it is, but I need to figure it out. This is what I'm feeling. Because we can go through these simulations and we can have these things right here, and these are great. But when are we going to have the real conversations? When are we going to say, I experienced this in prison, and make a safe space for men and women to come into to really talk about what is in here, to get it out so you can move forward? Who wants to have those real conversations? Raise your hand. Because it's time. The core of PICS is three things: psychological dysregulation, psychological trauma, and social disconnection. This is not behavior. This is not attitude. Again, this is a public health crisis. So what's the solution? The solution is our release to recovery model, because we are trying to eliminate reentry, all that language. We got to scrap it, throw it away. It's time for us to create the pathway that works for us. It's time for us to create a pathway that really makes sense. Because does it really make sense for me to spend 10 years in prison and then in 24 hours I come out and then you expect me to learn how to get on a bus to go get a job? Ain't no buses in prison. Like, seriously. You hand me a bus pass, I've never even seen that before, and now everything is digital. And ain't no PO helping you figure out how to get on the bus. Only thing they helping you figure out how they're gonna lock you back up. So when are we gonna build the pathway that works for us to think about the small things that affect us, the small things that stop us from being productive? And we're not talking about being in society, we're talking about people coming home and being able to understand what freedom is, to understand that when they go to the grocery store and there's 300 boxes of cereal, that to be able to tell their partner, I'm triggered because I have too many choices, because I didn't have a choice. I'm triggered because now I'm able to move around and nobody tell me what to do. I need that structure. Like, when are we going to create these pathways and have these conversations so that when people are moving to sustainability, that they will understand how to do it mentally? Because mentally, one thing I understood after it was all said and done, although my ex-husband may have wanted to love me, but mentally he could not. He couldn't. Because prison has stripped compassion and all of those feelings away. And then prior to incarceration, we don't deal with that either. So that's what our Release to Recovery program does, because we realize what the most critical things are. And so that first 90 days, studies have shown that it is the most critical for recidivism. And the first 2 weeks, you develop substance use disorder or you relapse. So that first 90 days out the gate, we want to grab you. We connect with housing providers across this country to make sure you have stable housing. And then you come into this decompression program for 90 days. All we talk about is PICS and decompression and getting your mind regulated so you can love your wife and your children. Because one thing that we don't do is we don't talk about the children whose parents are incarcerated and what their experience is. And so to keep these families, and keep those relationships alive, this is necessary. From there, we go into what the workforce development piece looks like. Now we can talk about getting a job, because mentally now you can connect to that. Now mentally you can connect to that. So the last thing I want to show, you can hit the other link. The last thing that I want to talk about before we get into this amazing panel discussion is a lot of times when people are out, what we found in our studies and just talking to folks is triggers. Triggers are absolutely real. And in real time, we have developed what is called the Save Me bracelet, okay? And what this does is when you are feeling, in the moment, you are feeling triggered, you have this bracelet on your arm, and you just tap your phone to it. And it'll give you different, if you click in them, click in Slow My Thoughts. It'll give you these different prompts to help you focus in that moment. Slow your breathing, it'll help you breathe. It'll give you different coping mechanisms in that very moment in real time. Because the thing that we noticed is people are, who remembers the situation with the guy on the train in North Carolina? The girl who stabbed the girl on the train in North Carolina? Okay. So for me, when I seen that, I knew exactly what it was. I saw him think about what he was going to do before he do it. And she may not have been, she was just a casualty of war. But what triggered him before he got on that train? How could he have decompressed in that moment? And that's what this is. This is to help you decompress. So I have 3 right here I want to give to somebody who is previously confined. The first 3, come on up here and grab this. Whoever wants one. So what I want, and if anybody needs any more, you can meet me back at the table before it's over. We are taking $15 donations for them because it goes back into us to be able to get these out to more people. But this bracelet is designed to help you stay home. It is designed to be able to, it connects straight to, if you scroll down. You can also take the assessment there, and then us. You can learn more about us, and then right here, click that. It takes you right to the 988 hotline. So if you need somebody right then and there, and you're feeling the type way, that's what this bracelet is for. So I have come to the end of my presentation, and I hope that it helps somebody. I hope everything that I said and that you all can visit me and my partner, John, he was the rent guy. Don't hold it to his hand, not to his heart, y'all. Just don't. He was in character. You can see either one of us about what it means to collaborate, how we can get some of these bracelets within your organization, our 92, 120-day release program, but we would love to work with everyone. Thank you so very much. Okay, I'm back. I gotta change hats. So we are going to move into this dynamic panel discussion. I'm going to bring up Dr. Terrence Berry. Y'all know that he dives in the ocean, the St. Lucia, and gets his own sea moss himself. Did y'all know that about him? Fun fact. He sells sea moss and he goes down in the ocean and gets it himself. I'm not kidding, but it's true. This is Dr. Berry, and we have some very amazing people here today that we're going to really talk about what post-incarceration syndrome, how it appeared in their life, and Dr. Berry is going to talk about.
We're going to talk about we're going to talk. I'm going to have the question for the panelists. We're going to ask them questions about their profession, their lifestyle, and how that equates to reducing recidivism and improving the community.
All right, so since we came off of the train about pigs, I'm going to go down and I'm going to give the microphone to, well, first, let's just pass the mic and let everybody introduce themselves, who they are, if they're representing an organization, and who they are, if they're representing an organization, and what state they're from.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Bridget, and I just go by Bree. I'm the CEO and Executive Director of a small but mighty statewide organization here in Atlanta called Bar Business. And I'll leave it here for now.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Dr. Cynthia Williams. I am a grief and trauma recovery specialist. I run an organization here called Love from Afar. It's an organization that allows people to understand how to manage grief, not allow it to turn into trauma, and then some tools to get you through doing it. And I am also justice impacted.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michelle Morrison. I am justice impacted as well. I have my own life and reintegration coaching service where I coach individuals transitioning back from prison, and I also do counseling at the mental health facility.
Peace and love, everyone. I am Sunday Jones. I founded a nonprofit called the Prison Brat Foundation, built to keep kids safe and families together. I am also justice impacted.
Hey, everybody doing? My name is Michael Lewis, aka Lil B. I started an organization called I Ain't Believe and Never Give Up. This is giving hope to the people behind the bars and being a deterrent for the youth that head down that path. And I am formerly incarcerated.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brandy Little. I am a singer, I'm an entertainer, and I am an anti-sex trafficking advocate, as well as a formerly incarcerated person. And I'm just here to share my voice and spread the message.
Good afternoon. I'm Kareem West. I'm in Cobb County Juvenile Court. Actually, I'm a juvenile court judge in Cobb County. And I guess I've kind of touched on all of those things in actuality. But that's what I do every day, all day. I try to deal with our youth, make sure they got some stable foundation. I'm glad that someone mentioned about what happens to young people when that adversity hits, because you know life has adversity. That's what it is, adversity. So yes, that is a very important topic.
How y'all doing? Marquis Kelly, founder and CEO of Second Chance Opportunity. Currently also law enforcement officer here with APD. My organization heart is we got to get to these kids before we got to go get to these kids. So getting everybody the resources and tools that's needed to be successful out here right now.
All right, thank you all so much. Clap it up for these amazing people, y'all.
Judge West, this is the first questions for you. In your experience, what are the biggest systematic barriers returning citizens face that contribute to reoffending?
Oh, I got you. No. I'm gonna make it a mic. Appreciate you. Dr. Beard, I like that. I won't say you said that, but here's my friend. But all that being said, again, good afternoon. So that's it's a lot of things. This simulation for me was excellent because it actually is reality. So I went to jail 3 times because my biggest obstacle was transportation. A lot of people don't think that that's a big obstacle. It's a huge obstacle, even for those of us who may have resources. Another thing, not having everything in one place, right? A lot of people don't think that's a big deal. That's a huge deal. And I'm also impacted. I have relatives, specifically one that's my age that was incarcerated. And it was a big challenge for him to find where he needed to be, where he needed to go, who he needed to talk to, right? Another thing that I see when it comes to youth and when it comes to parents, just having someone in your corner to at least guide you where you're supposed to be. Today, Terrence saw I didn't know what I was doing, right? Even though I got here, I looked at it for at least 30, 40 minutes. It was still confusing. And the probation officer was very mean. I will say that for sure, but that's okay. I appreciate that, right? That's life. That is very challenging for people trying to get to a certain point, trying to, how can I say it, make a better way for themselves. For me, trying to make a better way for myself. If everything wasn't in the same place, I'm already, as the young lady said, as you said, remember we were talking, we had a mindset of defeat before we even got started, trying to figure things out. So those are huge barriers in addition to the resources that here I think are professionally mentioned and represented. Especially in juvenile court, we partner with those resources all the time. What we have done, and I'll try to wrap this up really quick, I apologize, but what we've done is, or what I've asked is, as a judge in Cobb, I'm in Cobb County. So, and there are good people and bad, there are good people and not so good people, right? I can joke about that. I consider myself a good person because I am passionate about what I do, right? It's my life's purpose. It's not a job. It's a purpose, right? It's a purpose for me doing what I do. It's a privilege and an honor, but it's my purpose. Having young people in a situation where they don't have stability because of, I guess I could consider myself a policymaker somewhat, we don't think about or don't choose to make things normal, puts them in a really tough situation. What I consider not a big deal in getting in my car, and Terrence as well, and Dr. Bear as well, and you as well, might consider getting in our car, leaving, going to your home, turning on the water, all that stuff. not a big deal, right? It just happens things. But today, the simulation showed me, yes, excuse me, and that is great that you keep up with that time. Simulation shows me that those things are not happenstance, right? So those barriers, transportation, access to resources, access to mental health resources, those things are big barriers, what I've seen in trying to make people's lives a lot better. Sorry about the time.
Thank you so much. We know that you're extremely passionate and because you are a judge and you took the time to come out on your Saturday to even be in the room speaks volumes. So, when y'all go to vote, hey, I'm dead serious. Look who in this room today. That's who care about you. Just saying. Okay, so, I'm gonna shift it to, Sunday. So Sunday, you and I had a conversation about what it looks like for someone as a child and your parent is incarcerated. How do you feel like the children's voices are amplified, if at all? And why is it important for us to create outlets and spaces for kids with parents that are incarcerated?
And tell your experience.
Okay. Okay, so my mom did 9 years in federal prison. 11 years in federal prison, 9 years in state, 5 years in a halfway house, and 5 years on parole. So I did that same time, I did it with her. And people don't realize that the child often always gets overlooked because grown folks are trying to handle grown folks' business when they're phone calls or when they're visits. So the bond is pretty much automatically broken. You have a small smidget of visitation and phone calls that keep you in the loop, but it doesn't keep you bonded and it doesn't keep you connected to your parent or whoever it is that may be incarcerated. And so you do that same time because the people that are out here, they don't care as much as your parent would about you on how they parent you or who you live with or whoever you may be living with. You might not have the opportunity to live with family. So when she finally did come home, I was an adult. And that was hard for her, and it was hard for me. I watched her literally have a mental breakdown trying to walk to the store. And now that you say PCIS, that's exactly what she was having, trying to figure her life out. She didn't have time to figure out how we could bond because she was too busy trying to figure out what she could do next. You know, that was a long time. She went to prison when she was in her 40s. So by the time she came home, she was almost 80. You know what I mean? She was almost 70. So she's trying to figure out how to reacclimate herself back into this. And so that still leaves me out. You know what I mean? And so the struggles of your child are the same struggles that you're having, is the same struggles that they're having. And the parents have to know that, and the people around them need to know that your voice is not amplified. So it's very important that we create safe spaces for children because those children, you don't know what they are going through, living in different homes with different family members or foster care or whatever. I've been in all of that. And so it's a long journey. It's a long journey. I don't care if it's a week or it's years. It's a journey at each moment.
Thank you so much.
Ms. Bridget Simpson, this is for you. As a leader on the front line of reentry, what systematic barriers do you believe are doing the most harm? And what bold changes are necessary to dismantle them permanently?
Greetings again, everyone. I am a little tired, so please forgive me. Just came off the plane and came straight here. So I think all of them are actually harmful. I think some of the most harmful ones are the ones that aren't necessarily on the books. So once you've gone to jail or prison, there are 44,000 collateral consequences that each of us face. I served 10 years right here in Georgia, and people may think of some of the obvious things such as like housing or employment, but there's some ones that are like generational. For example, if I have a kid, my kid could never be a Gerber baby. It might sound small to somebody, but if my baby is really cute, I may want her to be a Gerber baby. But that is a generational consequence that is passed down to my child that she didn't ask for, right? So when I think about being a justice impacted person, we think about the whole family because it does impact everyone. And these laws, I think a gentleman stood up and talked about that is the same people that keep going through, right? And it's on purpose, right? Because we cannot ever ignore that there's a dollar associated with people being in jails and prison. We can talk about reentry all day, but we need to talk about the profit that is made from reentry. Like, look at Alabama. There's a whole place where people who have no addresses, that they go and the state is still profiting off of their bodies. So we have to be transparent when we have a holistic conversation. Yeah, there are some people that may go down the wrong path, but society helps push them there because it's profitable. If you're a CEO of a jail or a prison, your goal is to make sure that there is maximum profit that is achieved, and you are doing that from a human, a flesh. Right? That is how you stay employed. That is how they continue to make money. It is traded on the New York Stock Exchange. You look it up. Don't take my word. I'm just a regular girl, but look it up. So when lives are connected to profits, that sounds very familiar. Kind of like slavery, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds pretty much like slavery. Because at some point, there isn't a point where people are actually trying to rectify a behavior. They're just putting people in. I worked for free for 10 years. 10. I didn't get a dime, not a dollar. I didn't get anything. I got about 3 officers their degrees, and one I got a doctorate. So you should really be calling me Dr. Bree. But I didn't get any credit for it. None of it happened. And there is exploitation all around. So I think a lot of the laws are harmful, right? And especially when the Constitution 13, it says what? That if you commit any type of crime, you are forever a slave. That's what it says. It reads it, right? So if we are going to live off a Constitution that was made when people were slaves, all of it is harmful.
Great job.
The passion and the knowledge that is on this panel today and it's in this room is just unbelievable. So I want to shift it to Little B. And I want you to tell the people about your experience. And in our conversation, we talked about like what post-incarceration syndrome looked like for you. And I know that you tell your story all the time, how powerful it is, but we talked about one thing, and it was about relationships and having a relationship with someone and why they did not understand you and the compassion and that part of you that was taken away. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Again, how y'all doing again? Like I was telling you before, my situation is kind of a peculiar situation. Like, I went to prison when I was 14 years old. I was one of the first juveniles tried as an adult in the state of Georgia. So my development had been incarcerated. So everything that I embody here today is something that I picked up while developing incarcerated. So when I come back into society, I'm still having those same coping mechanisms that I had in an institution that was built for me to survive. Coming back out here into society, trying to have a normal life, it don't pass. I'm gonna continue having interaction with people that's not gonna end too pleasant for me, because in prison you're not taught to argue. It's either you say this, bang, and let's get into it. So I'm having to learn how to deal with that all over again, because now I have a girlfriend, and I didn't develop knowing how to baby, this how I feel. How did articulate my emotions or whatever, or be mindful of somebody else's emotions, because in prison it's all about me and my survival to the day. So when I come out here now and I'm trying to interact with her, I'm neglecting everything that she may feel or anybody else because I'm so used to surviving for myself. It's not that I don't care, I just don't know how to care, you know, and that's something Georgia didn't teach me. You know, they didn't prepare me mentally for survival, for society. You prepare me to survive in prison, so now when I come back out here, I'm only surviving again, so 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be right back in prison because the survival mechanism too that I have is the streets. You haven't taught me nothing else. You warehouse me. I'm underdeveloped. I'm disenfranchised. That's one we don't speak on. I don't even feel like a normal citizen. I don't feel like a citizen at all. I can't even cast a vote for somebody that represents my political views. Who may say he may be trying to do something to get me where I can cast a vote. I can't even vote for him. Even though he represents everything that I stand for, I don't have a voice. So I'm not even a citizen, you know, so, and that alone makes you feel as if you're being cast. Well, you begin to get survival remorse because all my friends locked up and now I feel like I don't fit in out here. Now I want to go back to prison with the rest of them, and all of it is mental. Nobody prepared me for this. And so now I'm having to do this on my own, coming out my pocket every month, every 2 weeks, $150 for a therapist. This from Georgia Department of Corrections should have been paying for. They should have, instead of giving me a bus ticket, they should have gave me a voucher to some type of mental health facility. And so that's my issue with the money. I wasn't prepared.
Come on.
Man, that's a lot of great knowledge, King. I definitely can relate in a lot of different ways, and I thank you all for being so open and honest with everybody in the room right now, because I'm sure it's a lot of them have not experienced some of the things that we've experienced, and it stays with you for the rest of your life. It stays with you. You just learn to grow through it. I'm gonna Miss Cynthia Williams. In your work, how can therapy help returning citizens stay on track and avoid returning to the system?
Thank you. So in my line of work, how you can help yourself is to understand that you were born to be who you are, despite what you go through. And your decisions have to be made based on if you're gonna reach your goals or not based on what people think you should do. You have to step out the box, out the hamster wheel because DNA ain't that far away. And oftentimes people don't recognize that you're born with some of the decisions that you make. And I don't think we know how to go back to conception because an average person does not ask how they were created. Yeah, you grow, you come into the world, you have a mother and a father. But do you know your mother and father's walk when they were your age while you walking through something and have no idea? Oftentimes, the average person doesn't even know their parents' age. They don't even know their parents' lifestyle. They don't know what they did to be able to feed you. You just came in the house and there was some food. You didn't know how the lights got paid. You didn't know what it took for the water to be taken care of. All you know is you came in as a child and either you had it or you didn't. But oftentimes, I understand from my walk that the majority of the decisions I made was to leave from the home that I was in. I don't steer from the fact that our family was dysfunctional and toxic, and I didn't want to be that. I'm molested in my own home, so I'm out on the streets. I'm jump off the porch about 14. I'm a full-blown drug dealer, just trying to get away from the house. I'm trying to figure out how to not go back to become who I thought I could be if I stayed. But people don't want to be resilient and transparent about where they come from because they have this attachment to their parents and they fear abandonment. So in their mind, I gotta take what they give me. And I'm here to tell you, you don't. You have to decide in your mind if this is who you want to be based on what you saw or you want to be different. You have to decide in your mind that you gotta be sick of being tired of something to realize that I'm either gonna continue to be tired like my mama was tired, or my daddy was tired, or my cousins was tired, or my grandparents. Everybody be tired, but who gonna break the curse? So you don't have to understand how real therapy is, whether you have it or you're not. You don't understand emotional intelligence enough to know that when the body begins to feel a way that you feel when you make that decision, the body goes directly to whether you should do it or not. And you let your circumstance overtake that and make the decision. You don't say, oh, I got probation violation. Why? Or why did this happen? Why? Because there's an answer to the why every time. And if you quit on yourself before you get your answer, that's the consequence that's going to come with quitting on yourself, because you didn't have faith you could do it because everybody around you don't seem like they can. So you got to be mindful. Therapy, yes, is what we need to keep going. But if you don't know who you are, therapy is not going to help you. You got to go to conception. You got to know your parents. You got to go to your first memory. Every client that sits in front of me, their first assignment is to tell me where their brain has taken their feet. What decisions have you made and why have you made it? And oftentimes you're going to recognize you're either repeating the curse or where you came from, or you want to be someone other than who you were called to be. So the very first assignment that I will give you all today, this is a tool that's going to help you for the rest of your life. Google your name and find out what it means and walk according to it. Your life will never be the same. If you figure out what the Lamb's Book of Life says about you when you were created, you begin to walk differently because you were created to be who you were called to be, whether you tap in it or not. This is what your life is.
Thank you so much. So, we're gonna do a round robin in like 60 seconds, okay? Because I wanna make sure that you all say something. So we have about 1 minute left, and Michelle and
Randy, I don't have to say anything, they've said enough.
Mr. Kelly. So, you said you don't, yeah. So I want you all just to tell us in 60 seconds, out of everything that you saw today, what could you leave someone in this room with to help them forge forward? We'll start with Mr. Kelly.
I'm a spitball, this is 60 seconds. I got a little different mindset. Like I was talking to my bro, Lil B, over there. I feel like personally, ain't no one gonna give us nothing like that. Our culture, our history, that's always been a way. My nonprofit said, hey, come see about me. When folks got in jail, first thing you do is what? Let's go to counseling, go to therapy, job training. We provide every single resource available so it needs a person without excuse. Folks go to court, I show to the court with them. I talk to the probation, I talk to the courts. They come out of jail, they come to my organization now. At the end of the day, we have to do the work that's needed. We have to do the work out here that's needed, bro. And you know, people make bad decisions. If you allow someone to take a freedom away, it's on you. We gotta start being more accountable in our communities. Like, damn, I do something bad, it's gonna be consequences to follow. You dig what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm relentless. I don't sleep, I don't eat. Folks call my phone 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Whether I'm on the streets, mom, dads, it don't matter. I'm out there getting it daily. It's nonstop. My phone is always ringing. My team tell me. I take when I break, I take when I wake. I put that on my team as well. You dig what I'm saying? So we got to be more proactive and just keep putting in this work and letting folks know what resources are out there. You dig what I'm saying? We got counselors. Hey, this team right here, we gonna take you to where we gotta go. You need someone to stay, we gonna do that. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what it is. I hate we got 60 seconds here to really bounce back and get feedback, but we gotta work, you feel me? But here you go, man. I'm killing it. This is a chance I'm saying my back.
So I'm simple, I'm short. My biggest thing is change your mind, change your life. I'm big on having a positive mindset and looking at everything in a different perspective. I don't look at anything like suffering. I don't look at failure. I don't look at losses. I look at lessons. So learning from everything you go through and just keep going no matter what. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself because you can do anything you want to do as long as you believe.
So we're gonna wrap up now. Our time has expired. We thank you all for coming to the first annual Power Conference 2026. Look forward to the next one next year, and look forward to the other events we have coming up next month. Thank you all.
Let me get everybody this. Y'all come in. I got it. You got it. Okay. Come on, y'all. Let's see. Inside.
Grab you some food on the way out. Grab you some food on the way out.
This on me.
Jersey, Devon. Excuse me, guys. Give me that camera. Give me this. Turn to this one. Put this on. Take this right here, Zaire. Can you see me? Peace. Huh? It's the wrong camera. It's up there, Kate. Zaire. Up there. Double click. Up here. Use the mouse up there. Just put it up here. That's not me. Give me this. I got it, Cabri. Watch out, Cabri. Put it here, Zaire. Oh, I'm on back. Yeah, double click. All right, get this one up here, right here. Is it this one? It's this one. Come here, Zaire. Come here, right here. Yeah. I just need it on here. All right, real quick, man. All right, my name is Antoine Ripley, man, with the Conviction Fiction Podcast. Raheem told me to reach out to you. Just tell me a little bit about yourself, man, and this interview. What brings you here to the Power Conference?
Well, me and my wife was serving food.
Okay.
For the conference. Oh, I didn't tell you my name. My name is Devon Dawes.
Yeah.
But for 21 years and 3 months, I was inmate 301374 in the state of New Jersey. Okay. And this is what kind of brought me to Pod.
Okay, awesome. So you and your wife, are you doing the you have a caterer, or I mean, what tell me about the business?
We're not exactly caterers.
Okay.
Color Only Cafe. What we do is we go to food banks, food drives, collect food, create grocery boxes, and when you can't get to the lines, we bring the food to you.
Awesome, that's great, man. Because I work with a nonprofit called Marriott, and we go out like every third Sunday to take care of the homeless population around here. So there might be something
that do the feeding.
Yes.
Okay, I've seen.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely we need to connect to make sure that